Hey, so this is a game called Chronophoto, as you can see at the top there in this amazing browser, which is called duckduckgo, um, which gets rid of the ads. If you haven't played this game before, you won't know that there's ads either side of the photo, but as you can guess, chrono is to do with time, photo is to do with photos, and you can see that slider in the middle there. That tells you that we place the year that we think the photo is, starting with 1900 being the earliest option, 2022 I think, or 2023 even, yeah, 2022, not bad, being the most recent. And that really is a game. It's really fun. It's for people who like old photos, people who like old clothes, old cars, old cameras, modern clothes, modern cars, modern cameras, and the world, geography, and stuff like that. And I've been playing it a bit recently, and it's fun. So I'm going to play it now on the internet. And want to make sure you can hear me, but there's still a chilled atmosphere. So here we go. We got some ice cream trucks, I guess we would call them, but not the type that give out fresh ice cream, or maybe they do. Anheuser-Busch, of course, that's the parent company of Budweiser. I'm sure you all know that. Looking at the stiffness of those solid rubber tyres there in the middle, and the amount of exposed telegraph wires, I guess the big vehicle experts will say, they've blocked out the year there, haven't they? Look, 29th of September, blah blah blah, blocked out. So I'm guessing somewhat in the 1930s, early 1930s, perhaps just after Prohibition, a bit more money for ice cream, or maybe during Prohibition, lots of money for ice cream, in which case, let's say 1928. That was 25, so that gives you an idea of how this can go. Not bad. Next. Right, we've got here the scene. I'm feeling like it might be a famous scene being depicted. It looks like an Oscars type arrangement, and with people being dressed like that, and that amount of technology. Does it not say the 1980s? You know, the classic green DOS or whatever it's called, the programming green screen, and that sort of cobalt jacket. I'm thinking this is the mid 1980s. I'm sure somebody else is going to tell me it's not, but I think there's enough evidence to go with that. Okay, it happens to be later, 1990. I think we can learn from that. We maybe should sometimes err on the side of later rather than earlier, because things don't change overnight, do they? In terms of fashion, implementation of computers, people don't necessarily get a new camera. Okay, here we are in what looks like... It looks to me like that of a railway car, or railroad car, if you will, a nicer one. And those waves on the hair, you know, that's quite common in the late 1920s, early 30s again. And we have, the men are wearing shoes there. Not the boots, so that's not going to be the earlier 1920s. He actually looks a bit like Roosevelt himself, doesn't he? Probably not, but it does look like it. I know he travelled in an amazing train, for which he gave speeches from the back of and that sort of stuff, but don't know whether it is or not. So, shall we just make it easy and go for 1930? People will know if it is him and his exact presidency in this photo that I'm completely wrong. But I'm not confident to just say 1928 straight up like that. So we'll go with that. It was 26, so I think I think it was a safe bet, even though I did feel it was slightly earlier. But I didn't want to make the mistake I did with the 80s computer. Right, now we have, sorry I keep going close on that. Right, now we have, what do we have? Some kind of sporting team. Would that be what we call field hockey, to differentiate from ice hockey? Is this a catch? Is it actually Canada? GNA it says on his shirt there. Golf November Alpha. Can be hard to tell with sporting photos, but the way the guys are dressed, they're in the non-sporting equipment. Certainly says somewhere between the 1920s and the 1930s, doesn't it? And the older chap there with the horizontal striped tie over on the left-hand side of the photo. So if this puts it just after the First World War, that would be in the early mid 1920s, where people had those kind of bigger lapels coming in there. But equally, you know, it could be much later. It really could. The photo's not high enough quality for me to see any details of things like collars and that sort of stuff, which can help. So I'm just going to take a guess at 1926 on this one. Again, I think it could be earlier, 1922, but if it's 1938, I probably won't get any points. It's 29, so we'll just carry on for a sec. Okay. We'll just pretend that's all went totally as planned, and we'll just carry on. There we are. Hoping it's all still working. And we just did that one, so next. Right. Sea Paradise Guide. What is this then? Well, we're in Japan. And Japan can be notoriously difficult for Western people to date and identify photos of, because things are different there. Some things are very advanced, some things are less advanced. Some things change quicker, some things don't change quicker, but I think this could be on the cusp of analog and digital technology, so could be the early 2000s. I think I'm going to go for 2001 to cover the 90s as well. I'm not an expert on Japan, but I am seeing definitive 21st century clothing as well, so I'll just, things that look like that in the West. So let's say 2002. Okay, I was a bit better with 2001 because actually we're on 2000 there, so okay. This is meant to be fun, not a challenge, so. Okay, 777, 640, 708, 777, 840, not bad. So yeah, I set a high score, 3751. Not bad. Right, let's leave that for now. Enjoy chronophoto.app. Write in the comments if you've been on it and discovered the past whilst having fun and playing guessing games. See you later. Bye bye.